right, boys, Diablo 4, I'm done. I had enough. All right, that's it. We pushed for 2 weeks, over 100 hours. Paragon 251. The Paladin is just not, it got too many nerfs. What was that Paragon board? Was it Castle, where like you could scale damage off your block chance? They completely nerfed that to the ground. And like I've been pushing, still no mythic seals, absolutely none. Okay. I tried to go with something different. I know if you play the Clash build, it's pretty good, right? But I mean, if you look at a Paladin compared to literally anything, Barb, Sorcerer, Spiritborn, Rogue, Warlock, it's literally like not even close. Like Paladin just fucking sucks. It's so bad. I also hate with the runes how you kind of gotta have Druid's Earthen Bulwark on like everything. It's like a mandatory thing. I don't like the changes to the uniques where you have to keep trying to get the stats you want and keep trying to get drops. Like that's annoying. But look, man, I did my best. I did Falling Star, and I main Divine Lance. I have +3 when I get going, so that gets up to 39. And then I have Defiance Aura, Fanaticism Aura, and Consecration. And while it's been fun, if you've come and hung out on stream and followed the build updates, I appreciate you hanging out. It's just, look, I took a 3-year break from Diablo, okay? And it's been nice to come back, but like when you really look at everything, you have 3 choices for each ability. And like coming off of 1,000 hours of PoE 2 and more on PoE 1, it's like you can't do anything. And it sucks that they rearranged the skill tree, and it's still like you gotta go with the meta, or especially with Paladin, you're just not gonna do damage. Now I'm doing anywhere between 3 to 500 billion you know, on my big hits, and my crit gets up to like 80% attack speed gets up to like 66%. Crit strike damage I think stays there, and vulnerable pretty much meets up with it. But it can, and I want to talk about Torment 10 Mephisto here. I'll just go out and just kill some shit. All right, we'll do like a nightmare dungeon or something. But basically, like, the issue with this build with Arbiter of Justice, I still haven't killed Mephisto. Old Mephisto, okay? I just haven't, because if you go into Arbiter form, that's where you get all your damage, okay? And then through your weapon, you have to get 50 kills to get your 150% multiplier. Now, if you just go into a boss like Mephisto, you don't have, you're missing 150% multiplier on your damage. You just don't have it. So you're missing like 2/3 of your damage, it feels like. You can't even, you can barely hit like 100 billion. You're just not doing any damage. And then on top of that, you go in there without your kills, okay? You can get your Falling Star buff to where you get 70% multiplicative if you got the max aspect roll here for doing Falling Star. Like, as you see, we do that. Well, we actually have, okay, we have 5 stacks. It goes up to 10 stacks, right? But the problem with that is when you're killing mobs, you're doing the crits, you're getting from your talisman, you're getting you're triggering everything, and disciple skills reduce the cooldown of Arbiter of Justice by 0.1 seconds, so it goes down quick. All right, but the problem is when you, okay, so when you're doing dungeons, you're wiping mobs, like, you can keep it up, no problem, whatever, right? We have 56.6 second uptime, cooldown's 90 seconds. We can get that down to like 30 seconds. It's real easy. Problem is, when you're Mephisto, you start, you're already missing that 150% times damage. You go into Arbiter of Justice, I can kill first form, no problem. But then when every time he switches forms and goes into those cutscenes, well, guess what? It kicks you out of Arbiter form. So then you got to wait for the cutscene, and then when he goes into a second phase, you don't have Arbiter of Justice, and guess what? You couldn't do any damage or do anything in that time period or get any kills. So guess what? You have to wait like 60 seconds for your cooldown to come back. And when you're not in Arbiter of Justice ultimate form, you're missing out on tons of damage. Like if you just activate it from Falling Star, which activates it for like, I don't know, 8 to 10 seconds, it just doesn't give you the damage. It's got to be a bug. It has to be a bug. I don't know what it is. It has to be a bug because you're in Arbiter form. You should get full Arbiter stacks and everything, but you don't. You just don't. It's just not even. I don't know. But I can go in and show you Mephisto. But yeah, I mean. Wait. Let's get as you can see, this is just off of having it from Falling Star, and it's just not a lot of damage. If we do this, okay, now we're hitting. So let's get our kills up, let's get everything going here. We'll get some damage going. I'll show you guys you know what I've done. As you can see, I am on Torment 12. Okay, like we are in Torment 12. We gotta get our kills up. I mean, it's been fine. I've cleared up the pit 115, and you know, it's okay, right? But like, I've had a lot of the boys come in, and you know, we had people on stream that would just get keys and would come in and they would do the whirlwind bar crazy shit, and they would carry us through. And it's like, it's not even close. It just makes you want to quit. It's like, dude, I've min-maxed the shit out of this character, and there's nothing more I can do outside of a mythic seal that just won't drop. Like, there's a 376 billion. If I stand on my consecration, there's a 446 billion, 461 billion. It's pretty consistent, right? But it's just not good enough. And the defenses just fucking suck, man. I don't know, but when you have somebody carry you with the barbarian shit, and they're just zoom, 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 they just sit there and tank him, and they're just pop, 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 he's dead in 3 seconds. You're like, brother, I will never come close to that. It's just, it sucks. You know, it sucks big time. But yeah, this is with the 50 kills and the Falling Star, and I mean, you can see how easily it goes through Torment 10. We'll finish this up, but I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have tried the other classes or played other stuff, and it's not even close. Like, I know a lot of people that were playing Paladin just switched off. Like, this is their new class for this expansion. I know it came out early if you pre-ordered, right? Technically, Warlock is really the only new one because you could play Paladin early, but Paladin is still new if you didn't pre-order. And they did it dirty, man. But, you know, I guess Blizzard likes to do that, right? Something's new, it's strong, they let it be OP, and then the next season they nerf the shit out of it. Like right now, Warlock is OP, and guess what? I'm sure next season they're gonna fucking touch his butthole and it's gonna be real shit. But I mean, look, I've tried everything. You know, I make some crazy builds in Path of Exile. It's not like I don't know how to scale damage. I've had a lot of people like, oh, how'd you get that much damage out of it? Like, we've min-maxed everything we could. We have like crazy gear. Like, I'll show you my weapon, right? Like, look at my fucking weapon, dude. 4 greater affix, transfigured. Greater affix weapon damage, strength, 100% critical strike damage multiplier, 25% holy damage, transfigured 380 strength, 120% damage while in arbiter form. Like, this is way better than a grandfather or anything else. It's retarded how strong it is. And we comfortably got up to Torment 10 with the sword and shield. But then it was just switching to a two-handed was just, we had to get to Torment 11 and 12. But we didn't have a choice. But we had to do it. And then getting the heavens aspect, whatever, that lets you basically have 40% damage reduction was better than having a shield. And it's like, how it shouldn't be the case. You know, it shouldn't be the case at all. But yeah, I mean, we've just done everything, and it's just, it sucks that we couldn't even come close to some of these other builds. It's not, and it's like when you see that, and there's 516 billion, like, you know, this is strong, right? It's not bad, but it just can't hang. I don't know. It just can't hang, man. But anyway, we'll get to the boss here. All right, here we go. And like, you have to use the set bonus, you know what I mean? Like, you have to use the set bonus. Like, it's Torment 12. Look how easily they go down. But it's like when you start, you know, you see other builds just flying through like pit like 140 or what's it go up to like 150, like no issues. Like we can't do that. It barely struggles on 110 it's easy, but like up to 115, ooh, little rough. But I mean, you know, I did my best with it. Obviously we could get a mythic seal and then get the, I've heard mixed things. It's like, I guess you can run one less set bonus, so you do like, you'll get, I guess what you could do, right, is you could bump one off of this, and then you could put one of another set, and then it would give you the 2 set. And then what I would do is run the one that gives you I don't know, I don't think I have it, but it would give you 55% aura with the 2 set, and I would run that and then still keep this. I was running the Griswold, Opus Griswold, whatever it was, but this was more damage. At one point my strength was over 4,000, but we pulled it back a bit to grab like life on hit and stuff. But yeah, I'll go into, I'll just do T10 Mephisto, and I'll show you what I mean, how it pulls you out of Arbiter form and all that stuff, because it's not going to happen with this build. It's unfair how they do us like that. It's just unfair, right? So let's go. I don't have any keys. We used them all. We used all the keys. But like, I know a lot of people are tired of like the hammer shit, right? So like, you come in here, you can't get your kills. Like, I could spam Falling Star and I can wait for my 10 stacks to get up, right? We can sit here and we can do that. Actually, it just goes away. Okay, so anyway, you're handicapped, right? We're missing our 50 kills, which is 150 times multiplicative damage. So we're just gonna go in, right? We're gonna hit Arbiter when he's ready, and we're gonna DPS him down, and then you'll see when he goes into the second phase, we're gonna get kicked out of Arbiter form, and it's gonna suck. You know, we can do damage. Is it the greatest? No. And the other thing is, like, we're missing, I got screwed out of some pants. So my resource regen is pretty bad. Pretty bad. I mean, like, we can, you know, we can take his hits. We can get him down. So we're about to get our Arbiter form back up. Right, and then watch. Once we phase him here, see, we're only hitting 100 billion, 146 billion. We were hitting, you know, in the 400s, and we do hit some 500s. That's literally, we lost 2/3 of our damage. So we just triggered Arbiter form. We have 56 seconds. Now I know this cutscene is long, but it's not 56 seconds. And watch when we come out, we're not going to have Arbiter form. And it's frustrating because we can't do damage. We're already handicapped because of these Arbiter kill buffs. Like, see, I'm out of Arbiter form. I'm not in Arbiter form. I have nothing on my gauge, and I gotta wait for the cooldown. Luckily, I only got another 6 seconds to wait, but I should have still been in the form. You know? So now we're back in it here. Those things hurt. Okay. You blasted me. That's fine. Whatever. Can you do it? Sure. It's possible, but my point is, for fights like these, there should at least be enemies outside, at least 50 of them, so I can get the buff. If I had that buff, I'd cream through him like it was nobody's business. I would keep the 50 kill bonus the whole time. I'd be doing 400 billion to him. He'd be dead. You know what I mean? And then I could deal with it killing my Arbiter form going through there. But this on Torment 12, it's impossible. You're gonna do 100 billion damage on him and you're squishy as fuck. It's not gonna happen. But anyway, I just want to kind of go over, like, I know I've seen a lot of people just saying, like, especially on Reddit and stuff, and looking through, like, Paladin just ain't what it used to be, and it's, you know, I've stuck in there and I've really tried, and I gave it my best shot, but it's just not, it's not fun anymore. You know, I'm not having a good time, and I'm tired of grinding the same content, and the only thing to do is push hell tides, right? I moved the honed glyph down here, or the spirit, and I moved the honed, or I don't know, arbiter up here, right? Honed is still down here, but like all my glyphs are like what level, like 119, 118, 118. So I need 3 more levels to be able to get my additional bonus back. That's 18% multiplicative damage. But that's not going to make a big enough difference. You know what I mean? And it's just grinding levels this high is just a nightmare, even with the worms and the hell tide. And I'm just bored. I'm tired of doing it. And it's like, you know, sure, I could go and I could get some whisper caches, and I could bump up one of the other classes 70 and just throw in 251 Paragon points and just go to town on something else. But it's like, I'm just burnt out. You know, I just wish they didn't hit Paladin so hard. And I guess that's my rant on it. But we got Forza Horizon 6 tomorrow morning. I'll be live playing that. And then we got Path of Exile 2 in what, 2 weeks, from a little over 2 weeks. So I'll be doing that. But I do appreciate everybody hanging out for the live streams and watching. I mean, we had up to like 96 viewers, I think, at one of our top streams, and the streams did good. So thank you guys for hanging out, and hopefully you come watch the other content. But that's been it. I'm done. I'm burnt out of Diablo. I can't do it anymore. I'm like just chasing stats for a build that's never going to be stronger than what it is just, you know, I'm over it. Anyway, you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.